All right, so we had security in there, and they were so useless because they weren't getting paid any money. They hired a female security guard, and I'm not trying to be sexist, but when you have people fighting, when you have people, stealing, you have violent criminals, most of the time you hire like a man that's a little physically stronger. He has experience using firearms. They hire a female that not she was like a Samoan lady with these long braids. She had on this big old like jacket on, like a black jacket, and she just sat down. She just sat down near the guy that checks the receipts to see everything in the cart. She just sat down next to him, and she just ate donuts, and I thought he was training her. I just said, so when she started, and she said, oh, that's security. I thought she was getting trained. So when you have security in a store, that's a bad sign right there that it's a lot of things going on. Like, I don't think in Utah or Idaho they have people like in Walmart fighting where the police are called. But yeah. So we had security in there. We didn't have that before. There was an instance where it was like a Hispanic girl who worked there. She fought. Well, first she was attacked by like a family. She was a real, what? I didn't care for her. So this is what happened. She was mouthing off to like a guy who was with his family, and the mother and the daughter beat her up. They attacked her, and the guy who was the manager at the time, he was told on the radio. We had like a walkie-talkie. He was like, "Hey, I'm about to lose my job. Please help me come." And he was taking his sweet ass time to come to her aid. And when we got there, she had all these scratches on her face. And I heard her on her phone saying, "I was just assaulted at work." She calling 911. And then she approached like the family, the mother and the daughter that attacked her. She smacked the mom. They were fighting. She threw the walkie-talkie at the girl's head, and I heard the sound connect with her forehead. That shit was like, and I heard it, and I was trying to break it up. The manager was trying to break it up, and the doorman who was working there for years. He worked there for like 10 years when I was there. He was like, "This place is just getting bad," and I was like, "You got fights here. You got security. People fighting over water. This is like Popeyes, KFC, and Church's Chicken all in one." Like, how you'll have like the KFC and the Taco Bell together. Some cities do it where they'll give you like KFC Express and Taco Bell like incorporated together if you want both, but you don't really get the whole experience. This felt like KFC, Popeyes chicken, and Foot Locker all in one, man. The way I was working here, they were fighting there. You weren't allowed to approach anybody who you suspect was stealing. You had a crackhead who stole something from there, and the doorman he went out the door. He said, excuse me," and he just ran away in the bushes and took whatever it was. And that never happened there before. But yeah, I'm all over the place with story. So my point I'm making is, when they had more blacks like working there as managers and supervisors, it went real, like it became really shitty. One point, Patti LaBelle actually shopped there. I don't know when, but she shopped there at one point. And not anymore. She wouldn't probably go there now. But she shopped there. And let me tell you, the whites that were there for years, I mean, one lady worked there 30 years, one lady worked there for another, like she worked there, another one for 30 years. There was one who worked there for 10 years. They all got out of there because they saw just who was in power and how bad the store was getting. They left. And I had instances where, you know, I myself, do another part.